What's up, guys, and welcome to F.E.A.R 2 Project Origin, or as I like to call this game, feeling enraged after retrying. This game is very inconsistent and dog shit, and you have to retry a lot. But anyways, here we go. This is F.E.A.R 2, starting in now. Go. Now, right away, it's pretty obvious the quality has increased since the first F.E.A.R game. I feel like it's been quite a few years. You know, the first game was made in 2005, right? And this game was made in 2009. So yeah, you could definitely see that they improved the graphics and the cinematics a lot. All right, now that we're out of the hell dimension, let's look at this. Let's look at this record player over here. I like the old steel ones that like have the holes in them. Oh my Jesus! Now here we go. This is the first mission. This game isn't too different from the first. You know, you still have your sliding mechanics. You still have your guns. Same old stuff. You can crouch. But I feel like this game is more so like team focused rather than just like you doing stuff. It's just like your team members are just like constantly there instead of just being background characters that sit around and do nothing all day. Now we're gonna want to make our way when these guys go into the elevator room. We're gonna want to make our way over here because once this guy starts sort of shooting, you can still get hit by the bullets and you can take damage in here, unbelievably. So yeah, just like be clear of that. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Just go to the elevator. You can also pretend to be, you can also, like, if you imagine it hard enough, you can pretend to be this guy just, like, proning on the floor. I mean, we're also, like, bleeding out profusely, but, like, we're still just maxing and relaxing right now. I'm sorry, is my ass uncomfortable on your face, sir? I imagine it mustn't be very comfortable, considering the permanent angry expression on his face right now. I mean, like, god damn. Dude, how much have you been through? If I had fingers, I would probably close his eyes because he's gone now. Now, the first thing we're going to do is ignore our teammates' call for help. And we're just going to come over here. We're just going to jump on this case thingy right here. Jump on to top of this, like, fuse box right here. And we're going to try to jump right into the... Okay, well, it doesn't help that these guys are shooting me, so let me just kill them really fast. It's a very easy glitch to do. Just jump here, and then try to like jump into this sort of area behind the cage, right? And that's your first glitch, so to speak. Congratulations, you did it. You saved a few seconds. Amazing. But my friend, we're not done yet. That's only the tip of the iceberg. This is only the first chapter of I think around 20 or 21. I'm not sure. I don't even know if there is 20 chapters in this game. But it certainly feels, it definitely feels like there's 20 chapters in this game with how long the speedrun is. In fact, if you look at the world record on Speedrun.com, it's only slightly under an hour. Stop being such a huh? Excuse you, sir. I am no pussy. Quite frankly, I think I am very skilled at my craft. And yes, the dropkick is still here in the game, and it still kills every enemy in one hit. Well, almost all of them. Yeah, just like ignore those guys shooting at you. Try your best to ignore those guys. We're just gonna come on in here to the lucid dream pool room. This skip is, well, I wouldn't say it's a skip. It's like a shortcut. Once you fall into this pool here, you're gonna like go into a cutscene, but it's possible to skip it by like just sliding around it. But I can't seem to get it for some reason. I can't get it at all. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know if you're supposed to like jump before sliding. I don't know if you're like I don't know the criteria to get that skip. Oh yeah, and also, I'm sorry if I don't know how to do most of the skips, but also another thing. If you look at Speedrun.com on the guides page for F.E.A.R 2, no guides have been made to teach me how to speedrun the game. So what I've been doing to learn is to just look at the world record video and then just sort of guess what to do. But don't worry, this video In this video, I'm going to teach you how I do everything, just so you can probably have a better chance of trying it and succeeding at it. And you get to listen to how I learned how to do what I do, and I also get to complain about how dog shit this game is. So Genevieve's not real. She's gonna disappear now. Magician trick. Poof! Gone. To thin air she went. This game actually takes place 30 minutes after the first game. And you wanna know how I know that? Well, if you remember the end of the first game had a giant nuke go off and you got obliterated by it. And now there's a giant nuke going off and I'm about to be obliterated by it. So, yeah. That's really fun. Also, I don't know if exactly we're here, but the point man, which is the person you play as in the first game, is obliterated by the nuke, and you are obliterated by the same nuke. You play as Sergeant Beckett, by the way. That's your character's name, Sergeant Beckett. So I'm assuming this implies me and the point man were in the same place at the same time, getting hit by the same nuke, and we both survived. That's crazy. Now, of course, after the nuke, we're obviously going to end up in the hospital. Now, I don't know who bandaged up our wounds. Well, I'm saying wounds in quotation marks because we don't have any wounds somehow, despite all of the flying pieces of glass. Also, we were in a town and we got hit by a nuke. I'm surprised we didn't feel any effects of like radiation or no infections or like wounds and shit. But I could tell the nuke has affected our character in some way, because now here's my first complaint, right? Now, see, notice how when you press space, you're supposed to jump, right? Press space, you jump. Oh yeah, just like get on top of here, and that'll like skip you having to go around the counter. It's pretty nifty time saves. It saves you like half a second. Anyway, back to what I was complaining about. When you're like stationary, like right, you can jump just fine when you're stationary. When you're walking, you can jump just fine, right? But when you're full sprint, for some reason, I don't know why, your character's jump is delayed by like half a second. And as you can probably imagine, this delay in jumping can get really annoying, especially when you're trying to do some tricks later. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Nope, stay there. So you can get hit by my grenade. Now, you can do a little nifty time save here by loading last save while you're pressing the button. It sort of shortens the amount of time you have to wait for all the guys to come down. Now remember, you always have your drop kick of doom to help defeat all of the guys. It's really helpful if you want to save ammo. You also, of course, have your slide kick of doom, which achieves the exact same effect as the drop kick, but the drop kick just looks cooler. So like, just like do that if you want. Now there's some guys that are gonna try to stop the elevator to kill you. So I like to crouch when the elevator just stops working, so that the guys don't see you right away. Oh yeah, also turn off your flashlight, because like, you know, the light can sort of get in their eyes. Now if you did everything right, these guys are gonna ponder at the elevator like dumbasses trying to figure out where you are, when in reality you're just prepping a grenade to throw at them. Alright then, that did not go as expected. I'm going to try that again. Alright, grenade. Bro, that grenade hit you in the ass and you still didn't move. My friends make fun of me all the time, because it's an ongoing joke actually, because I have like zero spatial awareness when I play shooter games. But like, if a grenade taps you in the butt, bro, you gotta be worse than me, dude. Now if you kill this guy right here, you get the shotgun. Now I love the shotgun. Shotguns are like my babies in this, and also the slide kick. The slide kick is my baby as well. Now, of course, because this game is old as shit, being made in 2009, I have to bring back the shit knife for this one. Oh yeah, and another thing that really pisses me off is this type of interaction where you have to press and hold, right? So, once you press and hold, you're gonna start prying shit off, but like, you have to hold all the way down until it's like done, right? You can't release any earlier, or else the doors will close shut and you have to pry the damn thing open again. Now, I want to say be careful when killing these guys in like the sort of yellow, because they do have a tendency when you kill them, they set you on fire. I don't know how that is. They don't have flamethrowers, and the guys with flamethrowers are meant to set you on fire. I don't know. It's just a weird interaction that can happen between you and those type of enemies, I guess. So this is a very neat scientific-looking chamber on this. Also, I can't help but notice, this is a little bit nitpicky now, I'm noticing like a sort of like seam where like two panes of glass are sort of meeting up right here. And I can't not notice it. If you guys could see it, it's like right sort of here, right in the center of my sight. But it's really just annoying me. It's like still there, I'm still looking at it. Don't mind the guys being dragged off into hell. That's the least of your concerns right now. And here we see Alma for the first time. Well, like in her child-like state.
Good morning, chickpea.
And we get to meet this douchebag. This guy is your, I think he's like supposed to be your rival or like enemy. I don't know exactly what type of dynamic we have. I don't know if he wants like an enemies to lovers relationship. I feel like even though I feel like he'd be into that sort of thing. But yeah, he's just gonna close off the main route, so we have to go another way. Yeah, once you make your way past all these guys right here, blow this guy to smithereens, and just like drop down the stairs. All right, now here I'm gonna do a little bit of a speedrun, or at least I'm gonna try. This one's actually kind of difficult to do if you don't really know what you're doing, which I don't, because there's no guide on how to do this shit. So essentially, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start the game. Right? I'm going to press space to continue, and then as soon as I do that, I'm going to pause and load the save. And because I did that, I'm going to spawn in. When I press continue, I'm going to spawn out of bounds. And this gives me sort of the chance to fall into this area that'll, like, skip a few segments. But 99% of the time when you try to do it, your attempts are going to look like this. And so I don't really know what's happening, like I don't know where to land. I've tried using bullet time to, like I still don't really know how you get a skip out of that, but I know that the world record sort of does sort of something like that. So like if any speedrunners would like to elaborate on that one, please do so, as that would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, anyway, we can't just do this normally. Just go in here, tap the elevator. You can ignore all those guys out there. They're not gonna do stuff. Now, see the thing about F.E.A.R 2 that I like over F.E.A.R 1 is that I feel like this game is easier than F.E.A.R 1 to a degree, and I feel like the game's not as strict. And I mean that in the sense that you don't have to kill you like it feels like you don't have to kill every enemy, because they don't like shred you down as much as they did in the first game. Bastard, get down, dead. Oh, now I have his flamethrower, but I don't really want to use his flamethrower. It seems like a nice weapon, but like I just don't feel like that's for me, you know. In fact, I didn't even know you could pick up the flamethrower. That didn't happen in the last 2 practice runs that I did. I think I gotta go back out here. Sorry, excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry, just like could you guys move? Could you guys move, please? Thank you. Got places to go, you know. I got somewhere to be. Also, I love the totally pointless swearing that this game does. Who the fuck is Alma anyway? Now, of course, the strat is of course to by all means keep moving as fast as possible. Movement in this game isn't too hard to understand. Just like try to sprint as often as you can. Maybe get in a few sly kicks to maintain your speed. And of course, try your best to ignore every single guy that you encounter. Because, really, in the end, violence is not the end. Violence is only needed when they are directly in front of you and blocking a tight doorway that you need to access. But violence is not needed in this game, I mean. Oh my. You look like... Dude, you look like someone had a Outlast 2 or something. Wendigo looking motherfucker, look at you. Now just like ignore the Wendigo looking motherfuckers and just like kick your way out of the room. You can also still sly kick through the vents. You just gotta be sure to like hold C every time you do a sly kick. Otherwise, your character is just gonna end up standing up in the vent and he's not gonna fit. In here, we can do the sort of like level sort of load thing you do from before, but this time you can actually land somewhere and it'll like skip almost all of the mission. Now I'm gonna explain a few things before I do this next trick. Now as soon as I step forward here, I'm gonna step into this trigger that causes this truck to like drive off into this gate. Now, what my goal is I'm going to run along this line, right? I'm going to run along this tight little line, and I'm going to wedge my character, or at least I'm going to try to wedge my character in between the gate so that it can't close. And there's supposed to be like a flamethrower on the other side to prevent you from like going in there without like doing what you're supposed to do in here first. But once you like wedge your character into the gate, that fire's gonna deload, and then I'm gonna cheat my way into the next area. All right, so here we go. All right, now come on. Oh, okay. Yep. See, that's sort of what happens if you like don't line up your character right. You'll either end up getting pushed out of the door and not being able to go in, or like you'll get pushed into the other side and the flamethrower will just burn you to death. A good cue that I like to use to like begin sprinting is as soon as like when I walk forward, as soon as I hear the truck start to like rev its engine, that's when I like to sprint. So like I go, and then now like when you hear it, you start sprinting. Okay, this is good. We got it, I think. So just wait for the fire to stop shooting out, and then you go in. And that's how you do that trick. That saves you like I don't know, a few minutes. I'm not sure. The details of this skip are very not known because nobody on the site decided to elaborate. You know nobody made a guide on how to speedrun the game. Also, you can skip this sort of fire by going up here, but of course be careful because you're gonna like lose health because the fire's gonna burn you and it's gonna hurt a lot. And then once you make your way out here, that's the third level done. Ouch. Damn. Beckett's head gotta be hurting after that. I mean, like from wooden plank to like one story drop into barrel landing on your cranium. That's gotta be painful. All right, now there's another skip you can sort of attempt here. This skip is very long and complex, but I'm gonna like try to do it just to show it off. The first step is you could sort of like skip over this like flamethrower thing by like first of all getting up here, and then if you do like a jump kick just right, sort of like end up like standing on the edge of this glass, and then you can make your way over here. Now this ladder actually is not climbable. It was never meant to be climbed, so to speak. So like you could just jump up here. And now we're technically out of bounds. This room contains absolutely nothing in it. There's nothing here for you to explore, but there's plenty of stuff out here. Just be careful not to step onto this platform or else you will instantly perish. Trust me, I know. Just listen to my advice, please. Yep. See, there's a death trigger. Now I'm gonna try it once more, just to like show off the rest. But like, if I can't do it, then I'm doing this level normally. This glitch takes far too long to set up, and to protect my own mental fortitude and sanity, I would like to veto out on doing this glitch. Really fucking difficult. Okay. For some reason I can't seem to jump onto that fucking railing. That's the next step of the glitch, by the way. You jump onto that railing. In fact, if you go out here, I think you can find the sort of area you clip into. Yeah, it's like over here. Yeah, it's out here. You jump onto that railing, and then you like walk up this giant tube here, and you like sort of get onto the corner of this room, right? And then you just like you end up walking on this like pipe here, and then you jump onto this wall, right? And then you jump from these pillars, and that lets you clip into, I think, the room out there. I'm not entirely sure, but it's supposed to save you like pretty pennies worth of time. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take the goody med kit, and then Alma's supposed to sort of be here to pop out and scare you, but like I don't know where she is. Oh yeah, and also you fucking duel Alma by mashing the right mouse button. So yeah, just be prepared at any given moment when you have to duel Alma like that. Just like be sure to mash the shit out of your right mouse button. Alma covets me? Like she loves me? Like she's in love with me? God damn. She wants to consume me. Oh my. That's pretty kinky. One thing you gotta do when you get out here is you're gonna notice you can probably get in here. It looks possible. But one thing you're not gonna do is you're not gonna do this. Because that's not how you do it. Even though it looks like you can, you can't. You cannot do it. So yeah, I also like to shoot this guy just to end his suffering. Yeah, these guys are like hostile. They're like they've been like driven insane by the firmament of the code that's running along the. They got fucking Project MK Ultra going on in there. Now you might be noticing whenever I jump over a railing, I like sort of go sideways. Oh, God damn it! Yeah, see, that's what's annoying about these guys. They can sort of like grapple onto you. God fucking damn it! Get the hell off me! I don't want to have sex with you. And the reason why I jump over railings going sideways is so that it skips a vaulting animation that your character sort of does, where he just sort of vaults over the railing, and it's supposed to save like a little bit of time at least. Now there's actually a huge battle coming up where I have to face off against a bunch of soldiers, right? Like a bunch of like replica. Oh my fucking god! Get the fuck off me! You know what I'm gonna call you? I'm gonna call you Grappling Gregory, because you love to grapple people unconsensually. Now, there's a little glitch you can do. I'm gonna activate bullet time, right? Because of course you still have bullet time. This is a F.E.A.R game. You got your bullet. You gotta activate your bullet time. Press the button, and like okay. It didn't work, but like there's a glitch you can sort of do where you can get your character stuck under the door as you're going up, and it'll look kind of funny. It's like it's like a bunch of like moving pictures or something. And like if you get your character stuck right, you can sort of glitch into the floor, and then you can like clip under the floor and like skip the whole thing. But like again there's no guide on teaching me how to do that, so we're just gonna have to end up fighting all the guys anyway. Also, another thing I like about this game, if you're wearing headphones while you play, you're probably gonna notice it. If you look at a character while they're talking, it sounds like louder, like you can hear them better. But if you look away from them or something, their like voice sort of gets muffled, like you're not paying attention. And I'd sort of you could sort of do it. It's especially noticeable at like the beginning cutscene where you get scared awake by the guy. If like you're sort of looking at like the woman while she's talking, you can hear her voice more clearly. Whereas if you like sort of look down or something, like the voice will get more muffled. So yeah, that's another thing I like about this game is how it uses sound and stuff. Come on, let me at him. Let me fight the guys already. Yeah, anyway, just use your sly kick of doom to, like, take out all of the guys. Like, hell, you can even use your drop kick of doom if you want. If you want to look cool. Of course, my goal is to always look cool, so... Of course I'm gonna use the drop kick. Come here. Huh! Huh! Why waste your bullets when you can use your legs? See, bullets are temporary, but legs are forever. That's why you should use. That's why the legs are a better weapon than your gun. Now, eventually, what's gonna happen? I think it's on this fourth wave of enemies right here. I think Alma's gonna intervene on our battle, right? She's gonna influence the guy sitting in the chair, and he's gonna make all the replica soldiers stop what they're doing. They can just come down here, wait for this slow-ass fucking thing to go by, and then you can go on with your day. Now, if you did the glitch properly, where you clipped into the floor, you're gonna end up like right around here, which obviously, as you can see, it would be a pretty big time save, you know, if there was a guide teaching you on how to do it. But you know, no, since we can't have nice things. Now, I'm not like dishing out any hate towards like the speedrunners or nothing that do this, that play this game. In fact, I think they're all very cool at the game. They're a lot better than me. I have a lot of respect for those people because this game is terrible. These glitches are very hard to do. But like, please, this game has been out since 2009. There should be a guide on how to do this shit. Like, I feel like that's one of the main reasons speedrunning in like gaming is sort of dying, because like glitches and like stuff you need to learn are sort of gate kept by people that just don't want to make a guide. And again, I'm not dishing out any hatred or nothing. Like, I don't hate these people. It's been so long, and you know, some people actually want to learn how to do this stuff, right? Most of the games that I play, like F.E.A.R 1, even that game had a guide, right? And that game was made like 4 years ago, right? Sorry, not 4 years ago. What am I saying? I'm saying like 4 years before this one. Now there's another glitch I sort of need to explain here. What I'm about to attempt. I'm gonna stand up on this pipe here, and what I'm gonna attempt to do is gonna stand up here. Now there's a trigger sort of inside of this area right here. If you could somehow land a jump flying kick up into this trigger, just barely hitting it from the bottom, it would skip an entire... Okay, yeah, I did it right. I hit the trigger. So what that skips... What that skip does, if you like jump kick off of the pipes and you hit the trigger from below, that skips you having to do this entire gunfight with like a bunch of soldiers, and you have to fix the pressure in the valves in order for the elevator to go up. And there's like this giant robot that comes down. You have to fight it like it's fucking Neon Genesis Evangelion. But yeah, if you get that one, that one's one of the easier tricks, I'd say. It's not too tight if you know what to do. But if you can get it, I'd say it's very worth going. If you don't get it, you can obviously just like load a save, right? Now that is fucking loud. No, I like this area because this area is like reminiscent of the first game, right? Because you're like outside and shit, and you can see all the people are petrified. They've been turned to stone because of the blast from the nuke. Now, just ignore this guy. He's like a different type of enemy. He just like runs around and spawns soldiers that shoot at you. Like just ignore him. Try to ignore him. He's a bit of a weirdo. God damn it. See, this is what I mean when I hate the press and hold ones, because like sometimes you think you have the entire thing up when you don't, and then it just like it just comes down, and like there goes 5 seconds of your day.
Oh, that stupid bitch. God damn it.
Oh, that stupid bitch. I wonder if he's referring to Alma, either Alma or Aristide, because both of those characters are in fact stupid bitches. Now, what you're gonna do right here is you're gonna like sort of try to karate kick your way up onto this pillar here. Try not to fall off. And once you try to like, what I like to do to get on top of this plane is just sort of spam jump and like kick and the crouch button, if you know what I mean. And that'll just like get you on top of the plane if you sort of hold forward. It's a little bit complicated to do, but like if you just hold forward, spam jump and kick and crouch, you'll get on top of the plane, no problem. All right, now I'm gonna load my save here because, fun fact, actually, you can avoid electric water. You can avoid taking damage from it if you load a save. So that's one of the only applicable places you can use it. Then of course there's here, which is also electrical water. Okay. Of course you're gonna want to do it better than what I did there. Like actually like going through it and not getting stuck. And of course, be sure to pick up the armor too. The armor resists electricity. It's very helpful if you pick that up. And of course, try not to get hit by this giant robot. Now, of course, try to like hoard up as many med kits and armor as you physically can, because it is likely if you're speedrunning the game, you're going to be losing that stuff very quickly. Now, there's another skip you can sort of do here at this checkpoint, where you can. It's very finicky. I like to sort of line myself up right here, and then just like try to jump up onto this beam. And what you're gonna want to do is like sort of make your way up onto this second floor here. Like it's pretty finicky to do. If you feel that you're gonna like fuck up somehow, just like sort of hold left so that you fall back into like sort of this area. You don't want to fall out here, because if you fall out here, you're not gonna be able to get back into here. That's the main thing. Now this glitch is very difficult. For me it is, because again the fucking half a second jump delay really sort of fucks you up. Oh, okay, there we go. Now what I like to do from here, we gotta get over this fence. That's our main objective. We just gotta get over the fence. That's all we need to do. And we just sort of gotta shimmy along here, just like to be sure we're at the edge, right? And then once we're ready, we're gonna just slide over the fence. Ugh, okay, just barely made that. And once you do that, you can get on this window, jump kick over the wall. Because these shooters are not, these snipers are not programmed well. They don't shoot at you. I'm sure if they were programmed even slightly better than they were out there, the trick would be 10 times harder. Now, because you did that glitch, the game's gonna like behave a little bit weirdly. First of all, you're just gonna be like, you're just gonna be running through this section like nothing's really gonna be happening. And sometimes you feel like you're standing on places where you shouldn't be, but you know, sometimes that's okay, because in the end, it sort of just works out. Also, I like sometimes how quiet the gunshots get. Like you are still being shot at, but like just in a little bit of a quieter way. Of course, that doesn't make your gunshots any quieter. Also, this guy didn't. I was gonna say that guy didn't fire any rockets at me. That's really good luck right there. I feel like this cutscene is where you sort of watch, I think, Griffin die. I think this is where he dies. I'm not entirely sure though. Oh, never mind. Griffin's alive. He's right there. All right, now here's another out of bounds glitch we sort of got to do that saves time. The first step is like really easy. It's really easy. Just line up against this wall, and then just jump into it. Like tap left, and then jump into it so that you're facing this way. Right? Now the second step is not so easy. First of all, we just gotta like just like line yourself up so that like you sort of like see Stokes pointing out her gun here. I feel like this is a good lineup. I'm not sure, but our goal is to skip a trigger that's sort of like in this room by jump kicking over to this room. I don't think that was good enough. Yeah, it's pretty tight to get. I don't know if there's any tools available that will let me see like the trigger or like where the hitbox for the trigger is. I don't know if there's like a dev mode or something. But like I feel like if that sort of thing were visible, it would help a lot with this trick. All right, now let's try from like right here. I'd say we're a lot closer. I think we should be able to make it. Nope. We hit the trigger instead. That's sort of how precise this trick is. God fucking damn it, dude! Sometimes I suck at this game, dude. I can't control the amount of suckage I have. If you just like tap left and then jump, there's sort of this invisible platform that will just move you at the right speed so they fall onto this floor on the other side of the wall. God fucking damn it, dude. This trick is so ass, dude. Dude, this trick is so fucking buns, dude. Like I got the second try last time. So that last part is like really you just gotta jump and then pray you get it. Oh god, that was close. I knew that was close. I knew I almost had it right there. Yeah, depending, I think it just depends on, like, your general skill at the game. For me, I kind of suck, so this is the type of trick I feel it either takes you 2 minutes or 2 hours to get. God fucking damn it, dude. God fucking shit. Dude, at this rate, I'm gonna be the pyrocynical of speedrunning. Like I don't want to make 8-hour-long videos. Can we please just get this done? God, this is literally the end of the level too. This is the end of the level. If you nail this trick, the level will just end, right there. I don't know how much time this saves. I probably wasted enough time trying to do this glitch. For anyone to play the game normally and reach the point that I'm trying to get to right now. Oh! There we fucking go, finally, dude. That trick makes me want to saw off my own dick with a chainsaw, dude. That took so painfully long to get. But yeah, that skips a few things, I'm sure. I'm sure I didn't just like spend 10 minutes trying to do that trick for nothing. I'm so sure I'm not gonna make fun of in the comments for like failing that trick so many times. Guys, please don't make fun of me. This shit is hard, okay? Now we're at Wade Elementary School. This is another annoying chapter in our saga to defeat Ghost Bitch. Well, first off, it starts with you lifting a bookshelf out of the way, which is it's always a good sign, you know, when you have to press and hold down the E key to lift something. Now, this first trick is pretty easy, you know. You got this giant hole. You can like walk along the wall to here, and then you can just sort of jump your way to the other side, sort of skipping having to go down there. But now there's this hole. And you may be thinking, oh, well, how do I get around this? Well, I don't really have a good explanation for this, but you sort of have to like get up into this crack, you know, like get up into it, right? Get up in there. Now what I like to do is I like to sort of stand here, and I like to try to like jump against this wall, and like try to sort of slide on it. You could sort of slide on this because like if you're grounded for like enough frames, you can sort of slide. I do this weird method where I just kick onto this higher ledge, I slide over, and then I just like boost up onto here. It's very weird. I don't really know how to describe it. Just watch, okay? It's sort of like you slide over here, and then you just boost up. So I guess it's sort of 3 steps. You kick up onto this platform, you slide over to this side, and then I spam jump to sort of get up here. I don't really know like a consistent way to sort of get into this crack right here or like replicate it. But like yeah, that's just something you have to figure out. So yeah, like once you get out here, you can go through this door, get out of bounds. Sometimes when you're wandering through this area, your camera can just sort of do this, just like tap sort of this way. You'll like get out of that state, jump out of the sign here, and make your way sort of down here. Now this is sort of a part where that jump delay is really gonna fuck you over. What we need to do is we need to get from here to there, and we sort of gotta time our jump so that, well, for one, you don't end up like in here, right, where you could get stuck, right? You sort of have to like jump kick into that next room, and if you don't end up nailing it, you have to do the entire school section again, which I'm gonna be honest is probably a run killer. At least if you're going for world record, because the amount of time you waste setting this shit up, it's not beneficial unless you actually end up nailing it first try. But I can do the trick, so I will do the trick. God damn. Okay. I sort of hate doing the glitches for this game in particular, because like they take a lot to set up, right? Like, well, at least for this one, you can sort of like skip a bit of the game if you do this first step right. But like for this one, you just like end up soft locked and then you go back to the fucking beginning. Oh yeah, and if you fall into the endless abyss, there's a kill barrier down there that kills. So like once you fall, it's pretty much done for. Just like load your last save, because loading your last save is a lot better than just actually waiting for you to die, because then there's like an entire fucking game over screen you have to witness, and that as you can imagine will waste time. Imagine trying to do this all in one go and also deathless. Like, how much of a masochist do you think you have to be? Oh, I did it! I clipped into the room. I've done it. Okay, I'm sure that got me like 500 years worth of time set. Welcome to this month's episode of Goosebumps, where we take a look at the ghost bitch throwing around bodies like it's a fucking WWE WrestleMania Hell in a Cell match. Did my game just crash? My game just fucking crashed. That's really nice, actually. That's really good. I didn't want to play this game anyway. How far back do you put me? How far back? Okay. Thank fucking God I don't have to do the glitch again. That would have been so bad. That would have been terrible. Get into the room before Alma makes the game crash again. Damn, Alma look kind of fine though. Like I'm not gonna lie about that. But yeah, once you survive Alma's wrath for like the 3rd or 4th fucking time, I have no idea how many times Alma's crashed out on us now. But like, yeah, just kill both of these guys with one slide kick. There's another sort of speedrun trick you can do. You can stand on top of this like sort of cracked monitor here, and you can just kick up onto this ledge if you do it right, and that'll like skip you having to platform up here normally and turning the valve. And of course, be sure to look out for the helicopter blades. Those do in fact damage you. And this is pretty much the end of the level. Oh, yep, just like fight off Alma again. How many times have we fought Alma now? This is like 5 times, I think. But yeah, throughout your playthrough of the game, you have to constantly be ready, because who knows when Alma is gonna come over and fuck you up. Now Keegan here is sort of dealing with the same sort of symptoms I am, but like Alma actually loves me in particular, not him, and he's gonna get pretty pissed about that later. Like just like let it cook for him. Now we can actually skip this whole gunfight section by jumping on top of this bush, and then jumping sort of into the wall at this angle, and you'll end up right here. Now you're gonna want to be pretty careful around here actually, because it's really easy to clip him back in bounds. Just like jump, and then you'll end up in here. Now once you end up in here, I don't know if there's like a time limit for. But yeah, if you make it like fast enough to here, you'll actually catch a guy running through this door, and it's possible to like punch the door to sort of like keep it open, and that'll skip you having to get the security card. But unfortunately, I'm not capable of going fast enough to such an extent that I can skip that area. So we have to go up to this floor and get the key card. This isn't the game's fault this time. This is sort of a skill issue on my part. Just like the one trick with the jump kicking to the other room that earlier. That took me so damn long. That took me like fucking 10 minutes to do. That shouldn't have took me that long. Yeah, once you get the key card here, this guy is gonna spawn, and he's gonna be really fun. You know, he just like runs around everywhere, and he like emits out this gas that makes it so that you can't see, and then you just sort of shooting him down with bullets, and you just gotta like run around and just like shoot at him until he dies. It's really fun actually. You should try it. It totally won't waste your time at all ever. Yeah, once you kill that guy, just like go over, call the elevator. Oh yeah, and then and be prepared to fight Alma again, because God forbid you want to use an elevator in your day-to-day life. Yeah, once you get the key card, it's pretty cool from here. It's cool beans genuinely, because once you have the key card, you just go in here, and then you enter the Bluebird code, and then that's the end of the level. Now there's actually a level load glitch you can do in this level, but the world record video sort of made it look really complex, and it looks very particular, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't learn how to do it, so I'm just gonna do this level normally. But I think you end up like somewhere like on top of the elevator shaft, and then you have to like jump over to like this other elevator. It's very complicated. It looks very complicated. I want to learn it, but like I feel like it's gonna take me a long time. Now the downside of not skipping this area immediately is we have to sit through this conversation that Aristide and I think it's Snakefist have, and then Snakefist is gonna call you, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, we have to override the lockdown." And so you're just sitting at the computer. You're probably like jacking off to some porn or something. I mean, who knows? Like nobody's gonna blame you if you search up NSFW on this computer. Like literally nobody will. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. Like everybody's too busy giving a fuck about Alma to care about what you jack off to. But yeah, now we gotta go get Sector 4 out of lockdown, and it's a bit of a journey. Like it's not too bad if you know where you're going. The terminal is just right here, so. And ba bing ba boom, all the doors are opened. I wanna jump up here so bad, but the slope's not letting me. Sometimes if like your character decides to land on a sloped surface, they'll just like be like stuck in this falling state, and you won't be able to jump or do nothing. It's a very annoying state to be stuck in. Yeah, of course you're gonna want to make your way past all these guys. You know, just like slide kick them if they're in the way. You can sort of camp in this room if you want to like regen your health if you're low. Yeah, I sure did kill a lot of you guys. And now I'm gonna kill you.
You must be hurt.
I am hurting for some hurting, sir. I want to be hurt real bad. That sounds sexual, but like I want to hurt you really bad. That's what I'm saying. All right, now we're gonna 1v1 this guy. Now, of course, I'm the mouse smashing maniac, so I'm gonna take this 1v1 easy. And we're gonna make him blow his own head off. So yeah, that's how you deal with that guy. Pretty easy if you know how to mash well. Now you're gonna want to as quickly as you can, optimally, as quickly as you can, just like sort of make your way in here, override the lockdown, go into this room, I think, and then it is here, I think, where you meet Snakefist, which I'm gonna be honest, it sounds a bit like a Redditor name. And you can't really deny it. I'm kind of right. But the good thing about people that are built like this is that they know their stuff, man. They know how to make the absolute best of technology that there can potentially be. They're good at pressing against the potential for greatness. Now, I don't know why this guy is talking about hippos fighting. Now, me personally, I'm not into watching hippos fight. Oh, fatality. That's what you get for pushing your hippo fetish onto my agenda. But yeah, now we get the energy weapon. And just like one shot of this proceeds to drain the life force from your enemies. But like, you know, that's not really my weapon of choice. In most situations, I kind of prefer a shotgun. Maybe an assault rifle. It's probably because I'm boring as shit. And those are the only weapons I know how to use. Now, of course, we're going to skip climbing down the ladder because it's slow. But yeah, there's a big old mechanical guy over here. Oh, we found Snakefist's head. There he is. Hey, buddy. Are you fine? Like, do you need any, like, medication or anything? Like, it looks like, you know, I always carry some gabapentin in my pocket. You know, in case, like, if like your nerves just don't feel like being good to you today. Now, there's actually like ghost guys out there, but like you can just skip that by just going to the elevator. It's a very long elevator ride. Also, I like how black my shadow is, like against every wall. I like how my shadow just sort of creates a hole in the wall. Like my shadow absorbs every single ray of light. Like no ray of light can escape my shadow. Like it's just Phantom Black. That's just funny to me. Anyway, let's keep going. This is pretty much the end of the level. Just get on the Jeep and fuck off. I didn't even know you could move around here. This is very unsafe. I should be sitting down. But no, I'm not gonna sit down. Because I feel like a rebellious kid on this school bus that stands up and then flies at 50 miles per hour out the front windshield when the bus crashes into a family of 4. And now we have every gamer's favorite level, a turret level. You know, the one where you sit at a turret for 3 minutes shooting at people that constantly run in your direction, even though they should know from like the previous people that died that there is a man sitting on a turret, and that they should probably come up with a better strategy, even though they lack the brain capacity to do so. Now I don't blame these guys. These guys like that come from here don't know, but like they should like use their ears. You know, listen to the sounds of the gun, and the sounds of the gun should immediately tell you going out in the open in this area is no bueno. Now Keegan's over there doing some fucking parkour. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't really know what's getting into Keegan's head. If you can, just like shoot at the trash can that's sort of like next to the side right there, because sometimes that trash can like sort of bug Keegan's path, and sometimes it'll just get in his way and he won't be able to make it over to the gate. And if Keegan doesn't make it over to this gate, you won't be able to get off the turret, and then you'll be softlocked forever for the rest of time. Now Keegan's gonna crawl off to God knows where, so we gotta go follow him. I know, Stokes. I'm working on it, man. I mean, woman. Sometimes I forget Stokes is a female. Oh, it seems this area out here, sometimes, you know, sometimes certain areas in the game, just like, don't seem to want to load in. And that's just like A-okay, you know. That means I have to navigate this whole thing blind. That's really fun, you know. Dude, I'm not even sure where I'm going. Dude, I'm literally just feeling around it. Like, hello, where do I go? Like, like, what if I go in here? What's in here? Oh, this is the next area. Okay, so you're telling me, like, at any point, at complete random, the game could just deload the next area, and then I have to go. Oh wait, this is back at the start. I just went back to the starting area. I love when my video game refuses to work as intended. Wait, no, this isn't the starting area. Wait, no, I'm stupid. Where the hell am I? See, like, this game has many problems, right? It has many flaws, right? Some of which are just that unpredictable. You know, I'm just gonna load from last save, and I hope that fixes the problem. I'm not entirely too sure at what is the cause of this. Okay, I might just have to relaunch the game, because, like, this is absurd. Genuinely absurd. I like, this game just sucks, man. This game just blows, dude. Like, I genuinely don't even know what to say. Like, this game is just such, like, a emotional roller coaster for me. Like, you know, like, I want to love this game, you know, but just like, it just, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This game has its flaws. I like playing this game. I love playing these games. But, like, sometimes it's just so unfair what this game does to you. Like, I can't imagine the hell that these speedrunners have to go through every single time they run the game. Like, they knowingly have to play through this game, like, from start to finish, and complete it in under an hour, knowing that at any point during your entire playthrough, a room can just go completely invisible, and you have to play through, like, an entire section blind? Like, what? But yeah, if that ever happens to you during your playthrough, like, it's not your bad, like, it's not your fault. Just, like, exit to Windows, relaunch the game. That's usually how I tend to think. Yeah, now we're going to the poop room. That's what this game, because apparently that's what this game wants to call it. Oh yeah, and be sure to, like, not try not to, like, actually use the ladders while you're going down. Just fall off of the ladders instead. But yeah, there's like a little skip you can do just by, like, falling off of the staircase and going in here. That saves, like, a bit of time, not too much time, but, like, a bit of time. So now we got rendezvous with our friends at King Street Station. Like, I fucking know where that is. Now we're gonna do a little skip here, where just go through the water, you know, and as soon as you see the saving content here, just load your last save, and then by some wizardry magic type shit, you won't take damage to the water anymore. And you can just go on about your day. You can go on, just slide across here really fast, and this train is fall down. Oh yeah, you want to know what this level is called, by the way? This level's called Keegan, because you're spending the entire fucking level looking for Keegan. Keegan wants to go and play fucking hacky sack, you know, do his own goddamn adventure. But when we're trying to achieve a common goal here, recommended pro strategy: don't get hit by the oncoming train. If you want to play it safe, just, like, wait for the train. And then just, like, go when this cargo thing goes backwards. There is a tiny skip you could do. You can hop on top of the wooden little barrier that's like down there before the train, kills it, and that saves a few seconds from like having to go all the way up there. Lieutenant Stokes sent you out to Sergeant Keegan, who wandered off during a firefight and disappeared. He seems to believe he's pursuing a woman. Keegan, now is not the time. We are fighting a world-ending entity of unimaginable strength and power. You should know better than to chase after romantic fantasies at this specific point in time. Now, this level, I have a name for this level. I like to call it Pray, because you actually have to like pray to whatever god you worship that you make it out alive. Because there's a lot of hellfire and stuff you have to run through, and it's just it has a lot of bullets and explosions. It's very entertaining. Oh, but the electric water is still there. Of course, the electric water is still there. That just makes it 10 times easier. That just makes the whole thing just so much more pleasurable to play. Once you run through the city with no floor, like the plumber with no tie, whatever that fucking shitty game was called from like the Sega CD or whatever. Oh look, it's back. Okay, I didn't have to exit to Windows. That's really good. Now I can actually see where I'm going or what I'm doing. Yeah, like I said, the level name still applies. You still have to run, and you still have to pray. Now, if you can't get directly to the exit, there is like an easier strat. Now, what I like to do is once you get past this first robot, I just like to go, kill this guy if he gets in your way. I like to refill my armor, and you can actually do that by going in here, and you can grab like a full set of armor. You can also grab a missile launcher if you want, but that's only if you like pure masochistic destruction. Oh yeah, and be sure to wait for those missiles. That's a rule of thumb when you like exit through here. Always wait for the missiles, because those one-shot you, and you will get very upset if you don't. Wow, this game seems to not love to function today. This is probably the most times this has ever happened in a run. I feel like it happened like 3 times to me. Like it's happened 3 times so far. Now I pray it doesn't happen again, because these next few levels are gonna be pretty elaborate, and I would love it if this game didn't fuck with me at the point in time where I don't need it to. All right, now we're at the tram level. Now, if you've played F.E.A.R before, well, like if you played this game before, F.E.A.R 2, and you've gotten to this point, you know about the infamous tram level, but it's actually kind of easy. Just like because I'm playing on easy difficulty, it's just like you activate the tram. It's very slow. It's like, it's an auto-scroller. Well, it's not really an auto-scroller. You just have to kill all the enemies. That's all you really have to do. But it's very time-consuming. You like get on top of this gate somehow. You can like, it's actually possible to jump over to the other tram and just like start killing the enemies from there. I wish I knew how to do that though. I wish. I think it would be significantly easier. Then I can just go and slide kick them all instead of having to carefully pick them all off one by one. Come on, drop down, I dare you. I dare you to drop down to ground level. Well, another guy dared to. He's getting the slide kick of doom tree. Now sometimes it's kind of rare, but sometimes there's often a guy that like just stays in like a place where you can't shoot him on the yellow tram, and that'll just like soft lock your game, because if you can't kill him, then the game sort of won't progress. So you sort of need to be a little lucky in the regard that you need to like kill all of the guys. You know, all of the guys. We want them to come down. Also, I like the gore in this game. Like, it's very satisfying to shoot your enemy point blank with a shotgun, and then just have his limbs explode everywhere. Now the yellow tram is just gonna sort of push the blue tram downwards. You just gotta like be diligent and climb onto the yellow before you know it kills you. Don't worry, I got it. I'm Diamond 1. Oh fuck. I feel like I don't have my tram piloting license. I think we're in for a bit of an impact. Brace yourselves. And believe it or not, we're still not done. Okay. I was gonna go for a time save where you leap on top of these to access the ladder quicker. But you know, I guess we can't have nice things. Oh, it seems this area deloaded again. I'm not entirely sure what to do from here. I think I just load last save. Okay, so I got a little bit tired of just like relaunching my game over and over. So what I decided to do is I watched the world record video, and then I used that as a sort of reference to like help me navigate through the level blind. So like if you're wondering how I got through that, that was how I did it. It seems Keegan's getting really protective of his bitch. Oh, are you kidding me? Come on. Well, you know, this level is sort of kind of easy to navigate. Just like using like the floor decor and the sort of railings that the bits of railing that load in. But like you could see how this is problematic, right? There's this guy climbing up the ladder, so you just climb up the same ladder he does. There's like a ladder or something you climb up. God fucking damn it. Okay, well I died, so I guess that I think should solve the problem. Now I can see everything clearly. But yeah, if the game ever like makes you blind for some reason, just like good luck. I legitimately have no advice for you. Just like, well, the only advice I think I would have is just kill yourself, because like if you kill yourself in the game, that makes like I'm sure that makes the level load in. I think. Exercise extreme caution. Fuck that. I don't abide by OSHA laws. I'm gonna stand out here where it's dangerous, because I'm a free American. Dude, if I like end up recording this entire video, right, and I find out that like you can barely hear me over the game, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna put the video out anyway. I'm not re-recording this shit. I've already spent like the past 2-3 hours trying to beat this game with its myriad of fucking bugs and glitches. I'm not gonna drain any more of my effort into doing another recording of this dog shit game. Okay. On the game's defense, that quote was kind of hard. I mean, come on. We make our own monsters and they come back to haunt us. That is true. That is like the most wisdom shit that I've heard all day. Get ready for another fight with Alma. Now, I think you gotta like jump, kick onto the boxes. And I think that saves you like 3 seconds. Okay, there we go. My health is at max. Does anyone have like a counter for like how many times Alma has tried to fucking pin me down and have sex with me? Cause like personally, my brain is just like so drained from having to deal with this game's bullshit that I haven't been able to like count. I haven't been able to keep count of how many times that has happened. Also, I like your shadow here. You're just sort of like standing in an A pose. But it was all a dream. We're approaching the end of this game, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. This is actually the last chapter in the game. Oh my fucking god. This game is just I'm starting okay, I'm starting to I'm starting to lose it a little bit. I can't seem to get a word out without this game just trying to fuck me over in some way. You know, I've I've taken punch after punch up until this point, and now I just sort of want it to be done. I mean this as soon as I quit this game, as soon as I like exit to Windows, right, and as soon as I stop recording this video, I am uninstalling this game off of my computer. It will not be reinstalled on my computer ever again. Like F.E.A.R 1 was bad, right? F.E.A.R 1 was terrible, but F.E.A.R 1 was not this terrible. Holy shit! Like I've never had such a terrible experience playing a video game. No, I'm not calling the game itself terrible. Like, this whole, like, session of me just, like, trying to work around this whole thing that this game is putting me through. Trying to, like, get the glitches to just stop. Right? It's just, this has not been fun. This run, this is not it. Now the good thing is that coming up is another turret section, which means I can take out all my anger on these fucking clankers that are trying to drain my health bar. Is there another one of those guys? Is there another person back here that I'm missing? Hello? Oh, there you are. I know I'm one bad motherfucker, Morales. You don't want to end up all you don't want to end up as miserable as me. I'm probably the most miserable individual in all of speedrunning right now. We're gonna go get on the turret, see what we can do. Kill the guy that's just standing up there doing nothing. Now I gotta admit, this music actually kind of goes hard. Very fitting for an endgame turret section. Now I would enjoy this turret section a lot more if Miles Morales down there decided to shut the fuck up for once in his life. Like every single time you kill a wave of enemies, he just has some quirky one-liner to say. But like, I'm like, I know, I get it, dude. You love killing these guys. I love killing them too. Like, there's a time and place, dude. It's like, you're running my patience very thin, sir. If you could stop talking now, that would be nice. Oh my fucking god. Shut the fuck up, Miles Morales. But like, yeah, this is the last section of the game. I think that was the only challenging part of this run. I think there is a skip you can do to, like, you know, skip the entire turret section. I'm not gonna attempt that. Not right now. I'm not in the mood for that. It's sort of like it's like a level load thing that I mentioned previously. You sort of just fall into this wall and then you clip into this room and oh yeah, I have to activate the elevator. I'm stupid. Come on, Stokes. I don't have all day. Thank you.
Go ahead and cycle the airlock.
Bitch, don't tell me what to do. Or should I say tell me what to did. Because I cycled the airlock like 3 seconds ago. You weren't there to see it. Now there's actually one last time save we can do here. If we jump onto this railing, we can actually make our way up here. And that'll save us from having to wait for those platforms to come down. See, they just came down. And we can activate the bridge early. That way, that'll save us a few seconds. We can get into the chair. Surprise! Aristide is betraying us. She tricked us into coming here so she can lock me and Dalma away forever. I sort of like how the voice lines were playing sort of both at the same time. Oh no, Stokes, my future love interest. Damn it.
You have a date with Destiny, Sergeant Beckett.
I don't like Destiny. She sounds like a very ugly woman. And here she comes. Destiny herself. Damn, she got nice lips though. I'm not gonna lie about that. Let's go over here. Oh yeah, this final battle is sort of against Keegan, right? We sort of have to compete for her love. Ugh. Ow! My fucking hand. I need that to, you know, jerk off and play video games. But yeah, this quote unquote battle is actually pretty easy. Just like run to the switch and just like is just run to the switch and hit it. And you do that 4 times. So you do that. Oh, we got 1v1 Keegan. And once you shoot Keegan in the head, that's time. And with that, we have defeated Alma, or Keegan, I think. I genuinely, I don't know who we're fighting. Are we fighting Keegan? Are we fighting Alma? Are we fighting ourselves? I don't fucking know. Oh my, what happened to the world? What, she's pregnant? Did we crack? Did I just crack Alma? Oh fuck nah. I don't want to pay child support. This is probably the worst possible outcome. But yeah, that's Fear 2. God, I can't even fucking get a word out. I'm just gonna end the video. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. I'm probably gonna do the third game. The third game interested me. But yeah, just like I'll see you guys next week. Probably see you next week.